So hello everyone, in this audio class we will discuss the 20 most important questions from the chapter Water, Ocean Water. These questions will be very much important for your upcoming KVS NVS PGT Geography Interview. So let's get started with the question number 1. Why is Earth called the blue planet? So Earth is called the blue planet because about 71% of its surface is covered by water, mainly oceans. Water exists in liquid, solid and gaseous forms and supports life on Earth. For example, when astronauts observe Earth from space, oceans give it a blue appearance. Next question. What is the hydrological cycle? So the hydrological cycle refers to the continuous circulation of water between oceans, atmosphere, land surface and living organisms. The major processes are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, infiltration. For example, water evaporates from the Bay of Bengal, forms clouds, produces rainfall over West Bengal and finally returns to the sea through rivers like the Ganga. Next question. Why is the hydrological cycle important? So the hydrological cycle maintains the balance of water on the earth. It recharges groundwater, maintains river flow, supports agriculture, regulates climate. For example, monsoon rainfall over India is a direct outcome of the hydrological cycle. Next question. How are ocean floors divided? So the ocean floors are divided into 4 major parts: continental shelf, continental slope, deep sea plain and oceanic deeps or trenches. These divisions differ in depth, slope and geological structure. Next question. What is a continental shelf? So the continental shelf is the submerged extension of a continent. Characteristics: shallowest part, it is the shallowest part of the ocean and depth 0 to 200 meter approximately and rich in marine resources. For example, the continental shelf of the Arabian Sea contains important offshore oil fields such as Mumbai High. Next question. Why is the continental shelf economically important? So the continental shelves are important because they contain petroleum, natural gas, fisheries, marine minerals. For example, Mumbai High contributes significantly to India's petroleum production. Next question. What is the continental slope? So the continental slope is the steep region connecting the continental shelf with the deep ocean basin. Characteristics: it has steeper gradient, depth above 200 to 3000 meter marks the true edge of the continent. Next question. What are oceanic trenches? So oceanic trenches are the deepest part of the oceans. They are formed due to plate convergence and subduction. For example, Mariana Trench is the deepest ocean trench in the world. Next question. What is salinity? So the salinity refers to the total amount of dissolved salts present in seawater. It is expressed in parts per thousand or PPT, or and average salinity of ocean water is 35 parts per thousand. And what is the meaning? That every 1000 grams of seawater contains approximately 35 grams of dissolved salt. Next question. Why is salinity important? So salinity influences density of seawater, ocean circulation, marine ecosystems and climate. Salinity, temperature and density are closely related. Next question. What are the major factors affecting salinity? So major factors are evaporation, precipitation, river discharge, ocean currents, freezing and melting of ice. For example, heavy rainfall in the Bay of Bengal lowers salinity. Next question. Why is salinity high in the Red Sea? So salinity is high in the Red Sea because very high evaporation, very little rainfall, and few rivers enter the sea. Therefore, water is lost rapidly while salts remain. Next question, why is salinity lower near the river mouths? So, river water is fresh water. When rivers enter the sea, they dilute sea water. So, river water is fresh water, and when rivers enter the sea, they dilute sea water. For example, the Ganga Brahmaputra delta has lower salinity compared to the Arabian Sea. Next question, what factors affect the ocean temperature? So, major factors are latitude, prevailing winds, ocean currents, salinity, ice cover, adjacent land masses. So, latitude is the most important factor. Next question, why is ocean water warmer near equator? So, near the equator, sun rays are almost vertical, therefore insolation is maximum, heat concentration is high, and as a result, ocean temperature remains higher. So, the next question is, how do ocean's current influence temperature? So, warm currents increase temperature while cold currents decrease temperature. For example, the warm Gulf Stream keeps Western Europe warmer than the other regions at the same latitudes. So, next question, what are ocean currents? So, ocean currents are continuous movement of ocean water in a particular direction. They may be warm currents or cold currents, and they are driven by winds, temperature differences, salinity differences, and earth rotation. Next question, how do ocean currents influence climate? So, ocean currents transfer heat from one region to another. Therefore, they modify coastal climate, influence rainfall, affect fishing activities. For example, the cold Peru current reduces rainfall along the western South America. Next question, why are fisheries often associated with ocean currents? So, where warm and cold currents meet, nutrients rise from deeper layers. This increases plankton growth. More plankton means more fish. For example, the Grand Banks region of North Atlantic is one of the world's richest fishing grounds. Next question, how would you conclude the chapter ocean water? So, water is the foundation of Earth's environmental system. Oceans regulate climate, control the hydrological cycle, influence weather, support biodiversity, and provide valuable resources. Understanding ocean relief, salinity, temperature, and ocean currents helps us explain many physical and human phenomena occurring on Earth. Therefore, oceans are not only reservoirs of water but also key regulators of global environment. So, thanks for listening. Keep listening for further audio classes. Thank you.